right, from the Vanguard newspaper this morning, insecurity 63, 111 persons killed in Buhari's 8 years. That's a report out of the Vanguard newspaper. Inmates crown Shehu Kuti general overseer as he leads prayer sessions. I'm sure that's an interesting one. A lot of people would like to take a look at. That's in the Vanguard again. Presidential poll dispute. Why INEC can't defend Tinubu's qualifications. That's coming from Atiku. Some more stories from the Vanguard. Peter Mba, NYC's position and certificate vindicates us. Petitioners. Revamp education, halt Japa syndrome to prevent total collapse. That's coming from ASU. Elsewhere, Alex Oti, Papa blames Abure. Others, that's the situation in the Labour Party. There, court lifts suspension order on LP chairman. Okay. Elsewhere, inmates crown Shehu Kuti. Already took that as well. We won't allow Buhari's government spend $800 million loan. Rep. Praise for Ayanride's book chronicling growth of Nigerian films. Presidential poll dispute why INEC can defend Tinubu's qualifications. Atiku. All right, we delve into the analysis right now. And joining me, as always, this morning is Austin Udumu. Good morning, Austin.
Good morning, Kenny.
All right, good morning, Austin. Let's delve into the stories. The major one in the papers this morning having to do with the EFCC. I'm sure a lot of people will be interested in that particular one. The EFCC chairman having been accused of demanding $2 million bribe from the governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawale. Now, he said that the EFCC chairman requested a bribe of $2 million from him, and he has evidence to that effect. Also made some allegations of knowing where they met, a house where they met. It was invited him, and he basically, said all of this recently during a chat with the BBC. Your first reactions to that one, Austin?
Yes, the altercation between the EFCC chairman and the governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawale, is quite uncalled for. Don't forget, earlier in the week, the EFCC chairman came up to say that some governors are under investigation, that after the expiration of their tenure, they will be dealt with as a matter of the law. Then Bello Matawale also came out to say that EFCC chairman, you demanded bribe of $2 million from me. So he said you are not honest as you claim to be in the eyes of the members of the public. Yes, when you talk about the law, it has to do with the evidence. According to Abdulrasheed Bawa, the FCC chairman, he challenged Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawale to come up with evidence that if he has issues against him, he should channel the petition to appropriate quarter. Bello Matawale has also reacted to that he has evidence that they met at a particular private residence, that he has evidence to put forward. I think he should not hesitate to put that forward. And in my view too, like a personal opinion now, why is Matawale just coming out to say that the FCC chairman demanded $2 million from him?
Right.
After the FCC chairman has raised the allegation that some of them were under investigation. I don't know whether you are getting that.
Certainly, yeah.
Because if the EFCC chairman has come out to say that, a lot of these governors are under investigation, we are going to go after them when they lose their immunity come 29th of May. Why is it that it was at that point that Matawale suddenly remembered that EFCC chairman demanded a whopping sum of $2 million from him? All of these issues should not be looked at as mere altercation, which suffice to say that they should not be swept under the carpet. Let this issue be properly investigated. Let it be looked at critically. Because if it is anything to go by, that the FCC chairman is now going from one house to the other, soliciting for bribes from politically exposed person, it means we are in a bigger trouble in the country, because this is the head of the anti-graft agency that so many people looked up to, despite the fact that over time they have not really lived up to expectation. Of course, once in a while they step back, and we believe that with time
Yeah.
something good can come out of them. So basically, I think these issues should not be swept under the carpet. Let it be properly investigated. Let Matawali show cause by coming up with evidence. He said they met at a private residence.
All
That
right.
private residence belongs to someone. That private residence has an address. That private residence, people live there. So perhaps it may not only be Abdurrashid Mena, Abdurrashid Bawa
Bow, yes.
and Matawali alone. So let all the evidence, let all the facts come out. I don't want bogus allegation, counter allegation, and at the end of the day,
Come out with
I
your
will start to get
evidence.
nothing.
Mm.
Yes.
All right. Okay, so let's look at some of the issues within the Labour Party now. The leadership of the Labour Party has rejected the nullification of the candidature of Abia State Governor-elect Alex Oti and some of the other party representatives. So your take now on the recent happenings within the Labour Party and the situation of things as it stands, as regards over things that's happening in court and all of that.
Yes, Labour Party is having crisis, no doubt about that. It's a political party that exists in Nigeria. So it's like a Nigerian factor for a gathering of people, especially that of political party, to start having problems here and there. Every other party has their own issues too. Concerning the court case against the Labour Party national chairman or the national leadership torso of the Labour Party, of course, the court in Abuja also make a pronouncement yesterday.
Right.
They gave a kind of motion, a stay of persecution of the suspension of Aburi, the substantive chairman of the Labour Party. There was a notice of appeal, and the lower court had no option than to allow the appeal to come up with their pronouncement. So as it is now, they have reverted back to the status quo, which imply that Aburi still remain the national chairman of Labour Party, while Lamidi Apapa is technically off the way. You know, the list that was given to Lamidi Apapa 2 weeks ago or thereabout
Right.
expires yesterday. Yesterday was 19th that the court had to make another pronouncement. So after the various arguments, the court had to give a pronouncement that it makes sense to actually wait for the appeal since there is already a notice of appeal. So today, as a matter of law, Aburi is the national chairman of the Labour Party until there is further pronouncement from a higher court. Then on the court judgment from Kano nullifying all the elected position in Kano and Abia State, well, I think it's laughable to a large extent because if you look at it, the case in Kano was the one in contention. I mean, Labour Party in Kano, and someone decided to go to court. So what is the business with Abia State? I do not know.
Right.
What was really the business? Why should Abia single-handedly be joined? According to the litigant, it says that Labour Party has breached some sections of the Electoral Act by not fully complying with that clause that says that a political party must submit the register of their members to INEC 30 days. So if that is the case, the judge ought to make pronouncement on a case that was brought before it. So why the mention of Abia State? I hope there is no sinister motive. And don't also forget too, if it is the issue of candidature or candidacy of a particular political party,
Right.
once election have been concluded, I think that issue becomes status bar. And that is what lawyers refer to as mere academic exercise. You understand? So I don't know why all of this is coming from. Alex Oti is the popular governor of Abia State. He was elected by the popular will of the people. Anything that we want to tamper with his mandates may cause uprising that we may not know the end. So we must be very careful. So I don't know why Labour Party Abia State is joined in that particular suit. Honestly, I do not know. Labour Party Abia State was not joined, so I don't know whether it was a slip of tongue that the presiding judge yesterday had to make mention of Abia State, or the presiding judge did not even make mention of Abia State at all. I think we need clarification from that angle.
All right.
But as it stands today, of course, so many people insinuated yesterday that, wow, OT is gone, he cannot be sworn in. No, as far as the law is concerned, even if the case were to be valid with proper jurisdiction, the case has its terminal level at the Supreme Court. So, news is that Alex Oti will be inaugurated come May 29. So, let there be further interpretation and pronouncement from the court again, and let's see who goofed. And at the end of the day, if investigation is carried out and we find out that some people just want to drop Abia State into the situation,
Right.
I think people should be punished as far as that is concerned. If it is the judge that here eventually, the judge should be punished. If it is other judicial officer, they should be punished. That's all the truth of the matter.
All right. It does seem that the future of the Labour Party, is looking uncertain. Going by all of these things that's happening, it's like the foundations of the party is on shaky ground right now. Do you think that this is something that may or may not affect them long term? I don't know how you see the whole situation with a lot of the things that's going on within the party right now.
Definitely it will affect them. There's no how it will not affect them. This is a party who came up with a very strong performance in the just concluded election. Of course, that could be addressed to the entrance of Peter Obi into the Labour Party. The bone of contention is that Labour Party had existed before now, and they were pioneer members of the Labour Party when the party was not popular. Now, the obedient movement came into the Labour Party. A lot of the pioneer members of the Labour Party are disgruntled that they are being sustained. Nobody cares about them. It is just the few people that just came into the party that are at the front burner. That issue is delicate and it must definitely be properly addressed. Of course, Labour Party have not been this popular. It has always existed. We all know that. So a lot of people felt cheated. Like Lamidi Papa, that people are calling a lot of names now. He has been in the Labour Party a long time ago. Nobody heard about him. Nobody knew about him. But immediately Obi entered into Labour Party. Of course, Labour Party began to gain momentum because of the agitation in the country. And that is why Labour Party has done well. So two things. The pioneer members of the Labour Party, they felt that without the platform, Obi would have shined. And the obedient people are saying that, oh, without us, Labour Party have always existed. They don't have a say in the country. So it is neither here nor there. It takes now purposeful leadership and doggedness and even courage to be able to address the issue. They must be able to come together. Once it's a political party, and some people have come to make the party very popular, of course, there should be a kind of win-win situation. Those that have also come, they should not be winners take it all. They should also consider the interests of those who have always been there. I think this was also a case in the PDP too, that some people feel entitled. They felt that they have always been on ground. Some other people have moved here and there, and at the end of the day, they are back to the party. They want to be the head of the party. They want to call the shot in the party. There will always be a kind of crisis. So Labour Party should do well to put its house in order. In my view, they have done excellently well in this just concluded election. So if they are able to come together formidably in the next round of election, Labour Party might just be another party to beat. But the way they are going now, of course, if care is not taken, the center may no longer hold. And I hope the Labour Party will not die a natural death. So let there be concession from both parties, the pioneer members of the Labour Party and those who just came into the Labour Party. Let them sit down, let them address the fundamental issues and move forward as a strong political opponent in the country.
All right, an eye-catching headline here from the Daily Trust newspaper reads, Nigerian presidents no longer need foreign medical treatment. That's coming from Aisha Buhari, the First Lady. She said that presidents do not need to seek medical treatment abroad anymore. That's because of the recently commissioned 21 billion naira presidential VIP wing of the State House Medical Center. Of course, that was a statement made by her yesterday. Your thoughts on that?
Yes, a lot of Nigerians felt that Aisha Buhari is the friend of the masses. I've always opined contrary since their inception in office. Aisha Buhari only make comment to draw sympathy when the Asura politics does not favor her. Look at the statement that an outgoing first lady is making. After you people have enjoyed all the goodies of medical tourism, this was the president before assumption of office. He condemned medical tourism and he said he was going to abolish it, and eventually became the biggest beneficiary of medical tourism in the history of the country. And the first lady is just trying to set a booby trap to say that, oh, the incoming president or anybody that comes after us should not bother to travel out. We now have a clinic, a standard clinic, VIP wing at the Asurok clinic. Why does this have to take about 8 years for them to put it in order? Up until last week, the president was still in the UK for air treatment on the advice of his doctor.
Right.
I don't want to be pessimistic. I guess any moment from now, between now and next 1 week, where there will be inauguration, the president or any member of his family may just be out of the country again for medical treatment. So what are we talking about? Why is it that all of these things that need to be done, this Buhari administration failed to put them in order until this 1 week to their exit? That's the issue. Appointment is just 1 week to their issue. Between March 20 and May 14, the government have awarded contracts in excess of 3 trillion. So what do you make of that? That's the issue. They have done a lot of appointments. Up until yesterday, Buhari was still making appointments. Am I saying that his tenure has said? No. Government is a continuum. You work till the last day in office. But the truth of the matter is that we must come up with legislation that when election has been conducted and winner has emerged, there should be a limit to contract award and appointment. Because if an incoming administration decide to look at some of these things, some people in the country will be shouting. That was exactly what happened in Osun State. That a government has lost election, 24 hours to handing over, the government decided to roll out appointment, employ a lot of people. If you love the people so much, why didn't you use your own 4 years or 8 years to do things that will favor the people? So this is what we are talking about. So Aisha Buhari's statement is a political statement. She's just playing to the gallery,
but
and
also
nobody is taking notice of her.
she does actually say here that it's a project that she initiated, sort of like her brainchild, or however, that is something that came about as a result of her husband spending 3 months abroad consecutively, and that was how the whole thing came about. There, so it looks like this has a personal sentiment. There's a sentiment attached to this for her. That's why this particular statement is coming out in the public. Now, if that's the case, these statements, do you think that means that it's necessarily a political statement if it's based off of the situation?
I see that too. It's a very insensitive statement coming from the first lady of the country. She said the husband spent 3 months in the UK hospital. That was 2016, Kenny. If this should be your pet program, why don't you put it in place between 2016 and 2019 when your husband recontested? You understand the issue?
Right.
I'm against medical tourism. I don't believe in our president or our political office holder jetting out of the country for slight ailment. There are some category of ailment that will warrant flying out of the country. I agree. But the idea of when your air is itching you, you travel out of the country as the president. When you're having a headache, you travel out of the country on taxpayers' money. President Muhammadu Buhari has been in the country before he became president. How many times has he traveled out of the country? He will leave office May 29. Let's see whether he will continue to junket the whole world just for medical tourism. So that's the issue. We are talking about money here. We are talking about taxpayers' money vis-a-vis poor economy that the president has managed. That is the crux of the matter. So whatever the first lady is saying, that oh, this is my project, it was because of the experience we had. Now it is proper. No other Nigerian president will travel out of the country again because the clinic in Aso Rock is now world class. And I put it to you, just last week, the president had to spend extra 1 week after King Charles' coronation in the United Kingdom just on his doctor's advice.
Right.
What happened to the clinic? What happened to the VIP clinic? Why is it that it was when the president now returned, probably from his last medical trip abroad, that the first lady now announced to the whole country and said, well, so good, so far so good. No Nigerian president should have reason to travel out of the country again because we have been able to invest so much in the VIP wing of Aso Rock. Abba, these people should go honorably. We have had enough of them. That's the truth.
All right. Let's take another story now from the Punch as well. This is another report from the Punch. You touched on it already, but I'd like to drop this one. Buhari outgoing governors and last minute 3.7 trillion naira contract bazaar. Appointment spree. That's the report from the Punch. Of course, the outgoing ministers and governors embarking on last-minute appointments there, and also contracts awarded worth over 3.7 trillion naira. In the last moments or the last few days of the administration. Your thoughts on that one?
Yes, I believe so much that the incoming administration has a lot to look into. They have to review a lot of contracts. They have to go into negotiation again on some of these loans that the current administration is engaging in the last minute. So they have to review a lot of things. That is why I still begin to wonder most of the time that this current government is acting as if it was opposition that won the election. Because that is what they do at state level. When opposition win, they will award projects, they will award contracts, they will start giving out appointments, and they will come up with constitutional argument that there should not be a vacuum. You work till the last day you leave office. What is the element of this work? Contract award. We have seen it all over. Even in the city of Ibadan in Oyo State, it has happened before. When you see a government who has spent 8 years, they left a lot of things undone. After losing election, they will now start awarding contract. Some of these roads are in bad shape and motorists are suffering as a result of that today. So that's the issue. They are just using them to set booby trap. This was immediately the case in Osun State, that the governor, after losing election, started awarding contract, rolling out chieftaincy title, giving staff of office to traditional rulers that have been there. These are the issue. Over 3.7 trillion contracts within March 20 and May 14. That is quite alarming. So we hope and urge the incoming administration to look at some of these things properly. And like I said earlier, I hope that someday in the country, there will be a kind of legislative intervention that you will collect loans that you will be able to pay before you leave office, that you will award contract that you will be able to complete before you leave office. I hope someday we are going to get there because there are too many frivolities in the country. President Muhammadu Buhari is rolling out appointment on a daily basis, hour by hour. When you know that another government is coming, you went ahead to increase the salary of some category of civil servants by 40%. when you know that another administration is coming and you are crying paucity of fund? So where do we go from here? That's the issue. And at the end of the day, the incoming administration will now start grappling with some of these crises. It does not really make sense as a people. So we should learn how to do things properly. I agree they have to work to the end of their administration. You want to collect loan at all costs. NPC came out yesterday to say that the ill-fated census that they have spent 200 billion for words, 200 billion naira for words. I think so many people under this administration are paying themselves severance package through the back door at every slight opportunity. That's the issue. Some ad hoc staff that were trained for the census have not been paid as at last week. And the NPC has come out to say that despite the fact that the census have been postponed, we want them before then. They said they have spent a whopping sum of 200 billion. I now begin to wonder, if the time comes to conduct the census proper, how much are we going to spend? That's the issue. So it's a whole lot of economic problem. They reserve subsidy till they want to go. They now want to collect loan to cushion the effect of subsidy that it is not the administration that will remove. They have technically rolled it over to the next administration rather than allowing the next administration to come into government and look at how they can sort out the issue of subsidy. They now want to collect loan at all costs and share it in the name of cushioning the effect of subsidy. So it's alarming.
Okay. 0705 5949, 0809 7949. Those are the numbers. You can call us now, okay, on those numbers. We're live on Facebook as well, 32FM 949 Ibadan. You can share your thoughts on Facebook with us there as well. I have a bunch of messages on Facebook. I'll be taking that in a moment. Let me see. Okay, I have this call. Let's take this one. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning to you, Kenny.
Good morning, yeah.
Good morning, Austin. Good morning. My name is Omebasha Usmani.
All right.
You see, I keep on saying this. Nigeria problem is leadership failure and systemic error. And we truly want a positive change in this country. Next thing, we need to be more focused on legislative chambers. The engine room of this country is legislative chambers, both red and green house. We need to be more focused. That's why we don't need someone to dictate for them. Let them be free. That's the problem. We suppose the problem of this country is legislative chambers. What are they not there when this man? Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead. Just go ahead. Hello, sir. We can hear you. Go ahead. Oh, lost that. All right. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, Kenny, good morning.
Good morning.
This is okay. Austin, good morning. You read the headline in the government. Over 63,000 people have died. Now, if we do a little calculation, Austin divided by 12 accounts, we are talking about roughly about 70,000 people dying in a year. And that means about 700 people in a month. I don't think this has ever happened in any government. Yet, this is the same ones that say they fought for the people. I am a pessimist and I stand by it in this particular issue. And just like you said, now there is a spending spree. You are pointing anyhow. You are collecting loans and things. See, we beg them. I beg. The booby trap they are setting for the incoming one. That means I don't know how I wish Alhaji Bola Ahmed would have been the Alhaji Bola Ahmed that was the governor of Lagos State. Probably I would have had hope. I don't know. Good morning. It's okay.
All right, thank you very much. Okay. Also, I want to bring you in on that particular report from the Vanguard. 63,111 persons killed in Buhari's ADS. I don't know if you saw that one. Hello, Austin. Are you there? Okay, I'll get back to Austin in a moment. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, yeah.
Hello?
Hello, good morning, sir. I can hear you. Go ahead. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah.
It's Salah from Eworod. I don't know why we are expecting new things from the next administration. Are they not the same thing? The Akpabio is the current minister and want to be the Senate president. And do all of them, they will be in the new government. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. 0705 500949 0809 7949. Those are the numbers to be a part of conversation. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend to you. Good morning.
This is John Olarwaju from Ajowo.
All right.
With all the indications, with everything, or the step taken by Jail's government, when it's about for him to leave the post, and they started borrowing the money that they don't need to borrow, appointing here and there. Even the white president also mentioned about the clinic at also inside Aso Rock. He showed clearly that this government purposely plan to fail by themselves. And they even purposely doing what they were doing. It's not as if that somebody is even affecting them or anywhere. They are the ones that decided to fail. And they are the ones that decided to continue embezzling the wealth of this country. They purposely decided to continue corrupt. That's what I see. Look at NPC. Where you know that you will not conduct the censor. They know. But they just want to collect the money to embezzle the money. Even the subsidy the federal government are fighting for, say they will remove before the incoming government will come. They know that they will not remove it. They just want to collect the money. So that's why I said they purposely, they decided to corrupt this nation. Thank you and good morning.
All right, thank you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Solomon from Asaba.
All right.
Yeah. Please, I don't know. Austin was saying something about increasing the salary and expecting maybe difference from the next administration. Well, I don't think there will be a kind of much difference because the people in this administration are more or less like the ones coming up now. Now let's take for example, Keamu is one of those people campaigning for best elected president, and he was saying something last time on his Twitter page. He said that the federal government can't pay 40% salary increment in the next coming administration, which means that they are the same. They are coming and they are coming to fulfill or more or less do more of what is coming. So they know what they are doing. You don't expect this thing. They have their plans and they have what they are expected to do. The only difference might be in somehow thinking or in carrying out their operation. But I feel and I think that they are doing and going to carry out the same thing. And look at Akpabio. Akpabio was in this government, so they do the same thing. So we don't expect different. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, Ken.
Good morning.
I'm calling back.
All right.
You see, if we have visionary leaders with a very good system, we can't find ourselves in this mess of bad governance. That is the truth of the matter. This is the problem of leadership and the system. The system is no more working. Thank God Muhammad Buhari is going. Let the man go and rest. A nice day, my brother.
All right. Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Hello, are you there?
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. What's your name?
Yes, this is Alausa from Awe.
All right, let's hear you.
It's a pity. Austin has said it all. The majority of these, our leaders in this very regime, all they're looking for is a parting gift. All these things they are demanding for is a parting gift to them. Nigerians, masses, we are too docile, and that's why they're taking us for a ride. Honestly, this is one of the worst regimes I've ever experienced in my life. Thank you.
Okay, I'll go to Facebook now. Omotayo Oluwarutimi writes, good morning. With the soul of Chief Shubomi, Balogun rests in perfect peace. Life is very short and it is vain most of the time. Nigerians should stop concentrating on things such as materialism and cooking competitions. Rather, they should concentrate on things like science, technology, and mathematics. Also, another one here from Bashir Abiola. I commiserate with the family and friends. Okay. I'll take another one. Okediran Babatunde says statement from Aisha is a slap on the face of Nigerians and equally making mockery of her husband. Indirectly, she's telling Nigerians that her husband is a failure. Raji Afiz Abiola Raja says, okay, I lost that message. Try to get that one back. Kidaran Babatunde again says, Buhari in his quotes, they are not coming back. They are not coming back. We're sharing resources of the country every minute, but don't be surprised they will collect more loans and share severance allowance. Okay, I'll take another call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kenny.
Good morning,
nice
sir.
Work with you. You see, Omar Bashan is always talking about the system. I think, in my own opinion, the minds of Nigerians are wrong. It's just a chicken or egg problem. Does the system create the people or the people create the system? You see, if we don't change our minds, we continue to have problems in this country. We have what I can call vain values. You understand? So Nigeria is based on vain values. People's minds need to be corrected. It's not the system that is the problem. It's we, the people, that are the problem. That's my opinion.
All right, thank you. Okay, back to Facebook. Daily Alunga says Buhari's medical tourisms were ploys by his government to enrich the president through duty toll allowances, payments in dollars. Is always paid in dollars on each foreign trip he makes. Okay, I'll take some more calls. Hello.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Comrade John Felix.
All right.
In this of this administration, I just want us to understand that the first day of Buhari, 2015, he said, I am for everybody and I'm for nobody. Now, he keep on chasing, shedding, arresting people for embezzlement. But do you know, Austin, that this Buhari led administration is most corrupt government after the military era. So I don't see all what he's doing now as a surprise, because we know him. He helped Abacha to loot the treasury of this country, because he is the chairman of a petroleum trust fund then. So it helped him to loot through the petroleum. And now, Buhari is the minister of petroleum for good 8 years. Know how much that has been passed through that minister of petroleum. Now, in Asabio, he is the minister of Niger Delta, and he was accused of embezzling billions of naira there. So, this government, we know them that they are just come to embezzle, to loot the treasure of this nation and go. And incoming administration, is there anything different? Now, take new old wine and put a new bottle. It will still remain the same wine. So the incoming one will remain as APC, and the ideology of APC is just to a root. Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. On Facebook, Rajia Fiz Abiola says about the alleged bribe issue of EFCC chairman by Governor Matawale. Honestly, this is an interesting issue that needs to be followed to a reasonable conclusion. Let Matawale come out with enough evidence. Okay. Thank you. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But I forgot to say my name. I'm Madam from Bodija.
Okay.
Sorry, I forgot to say my name the last time.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for calling back. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, Kenny. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
This is Shegun from Oyo. This is my own personal experience. Please, Kenny, caution people. We don't have evidence that some people are corrupt. No court has find them guilty. We should be very, very careful. If they have their own political party, I'm not a political man. If they have their own political party, we should be very careful of accusing another person. About the judgment of OT, Abia LP was joined in Kano. It's better for him to go out to appeal and step it down. After there, the Labour Party will join in Kano. Have a nice time.
All right, let's take some more calls. 0705 5949, 0809 7949. Definitely, you can still drop your comments on Facebook. The conversation continues on there as well. Hello.
Hello?
Hello, good morning.
It's Shola.
All right, Shola, good morning. Let's hear you.
The president knows that there's no new thing in this government and the other one coming. Are they not the APC? Then about the first lady. This woman spends more time in Dubai, more than in Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay, Austin, are you still there? Hello, Austin. Okay, so let's delve into some of the reactions. Do you have any, thing you want to say about some of the calls we've had so far? Right. Mm. No, right. Mm. We must keep hope alive. All right, thank you very much, Austin Udumu, for your time this morning. I do appreciate you joining us on the Break It Down Paper Review this morning. You want to have yourself an awesome weekend, Austin. All right. That's where we call it a wrap on the Break It Down Paper Review. The paper review comes back on Monday, bright and early for another edition. I am Kenny. Durutilu Papers Review in Yoruba is up next. Stay with us.